Like, I was gonna do part 2 tomorrow, but I feel like I ain't do enough. I got 6 videos so far that's about to upload, that's about to drop. I feel like I ain't do enough, so I had to hit y'all with part 2 today. And me, I call it the late night shift, where it's just like out of nowhere after uploading, I get a just burst of energy to get back, I'm saying, on camera and just find videos and just start uploading again. Will that happen? I don't know. It's a possible chance of me having a burst of energy tonight, just randomly, and just uploading probably like 5 more videos. I don't know. The most I might do, if I do decide to take on a late night shift, which is me uploading late, it's probably like I say 2 to 4 videos, somewhere around there. But without further ado, let's get into this video. The real Supreme Team story and 50 Cent beef.
When Preem was released from his 12 years bid, most of his crew was dead or doing big numbers. Black Just was lucky enough not to get caught up with the RICO indictment, along with Bimmy, God B, Baby Wife, and a few other prominent Supreme Team members. At the time, 50 Cent, a young hustler from Queens, was under Black Just's wing. 50 molded himself and looked up to old heads from the Supreme Team. Bimmy met 50 through Black Just, and through Black Just, 50 met Preem. Black Just is the one who financed 50's boxing program at an early age.
Rap, rap, rap. Just call me the rapper.
50 was either in school, boxing, or selling crack. 1993 to 1995, Preem kept going back and forth to jail on violations. When Preem was doing time on a parole violation, he passed time by reading books of his favorite author, Donald Gomes, a hustler from Detroit who cranked out 16 books on urban street life before he was murdered in 1974. While Preem was locked up on his parole violation, he decided when he gets out, he's going to bring Donald Goines' books to the movie screen. And when he was released, he set out to do just that. Preem reached out to an old friend that he knew from back in the days, Chaz Williams. Chaz was already in place making movies in hip-hop with Black Hand Entertainment. Preem brought his idea for the Donald Goines movie, Black Gangster, to Chaz. And after a year of trying to convince him about the project, Chaz finally took a look at it. To raise capital, Chaz came up with the idea of making a soundtrack for Black Gangster, which would feature DMX, Jay-Z, Ja Rule, and 50 Cent.
The
Preem
greats.
agreed to the idea. On 139th Street in South Jamaica is where Chaz and Preem held the studio sessions. Chaz at the time was the co-manager of 50 Cent. 50 and Ja Rule didn't really know each other at this time. Preem was an opportunist and was looking for a situation that he could work to his advantage. This is where Irvin Lorenzo, aka DJ Irv, aka Irv Gotti, came in the picture. Irv at the time was a local DJ from Hollis, Queens. Irv Gotti always had a keen eye for success. That's the reason he discovered artists like DMX, Ja Rule, and Ashanti. As Preem neared the end of the Black Gangster soundtrack with Chaz, Irv Gotti had gained a foothold at Def Jam with DMX. With DMX's success, Gotti secured deals for Ja Rule and Ashanti, and eventually was able to have his own record label, which he christened Murder Inc. When Preem got out of prison in 1995 is when he met Irv Gotti. Gotti was shooting a video in front of a cleaners across from a Kentucky Fried Chicken where Preem used to hang out at. Irv knew who Preem was, but had never met him. Preem told Irv that he had an idea and if he would be willing to shoot a movie for him, seeming that Irv was good with cameras. Their fast friendship was a win for both men. To Irv, it was the chance to earn authenticity in the street, and to Preem, it was the opportunity to pitch his dream project to a person that could possibly make it happen. With Murder Inc., Preem had a way to turn his vision into reality. Since Chaz used the Goins novel Black Gangster for his concept album, Preem decided to use another novel from the Goins collection for his movie. Crime Partners would be the basis for his first film. Irv Gotti decided to invest $50,000 of his own money in the film.
W
and
Mans.
got Def Jam to sign a $1 million distribution deal for the Crime Partner soundtrack, which Irv Gotti would produce and get Jay-Z and other acts to contribute to. Irv Gotti found Prima a successful director for the low-budget film,
Yeah, with that he definitely looked out. That he definitely looked out.
and Jesse Smith. Preem was determined to make this film and bought the rights from publisher Bentley Morris for $135K. Preem's dream of producing Crime Partners was about to come through. Preem developed his own film company, Picture Perfect Films. They spent about $1 million to make the movie. They released it straight to DVD and kept ownership of the whole project. At the time, Crime Partners was the hottest.
Hold up, was that how I see Clifton Powell was in that movie? Is that how he was in Get Rich or Die Trying? And I think he was in another 50 Cent movie too.
Thing out. Irv Gotti put up $140,000 more to buy the rights of 4 more of Donald Gowan's titles. Preem envisioned a series of hood flicks based on Gowan's novels, but Preem was living a double life. He continued to be involved in illegal activities following his release from prison, including homicides and extensive narcotics trafficking. 50 Cent OG and Preem's main man, Black Just, was killed December 11, 1999 by Mobb Deep affiliate E-Money Bags. E-Money Bags wanted a refund for a car he had bought from Preem, and Preem refused. A few weeks later, E-Money Bags spotted Preem in a Land Rover with Black Just on Jamaica Ave. Bullet rang out. The bullet struck an artery in Black Just's leg, fatally wounding him. Security cameras at a Queens hospital showed Preem pushing a wheelchair carrying a bleeding man into the emergency room. Some people thought Preem had money stashed from back in the day, but in reality, Preem was broke. 50 Cent lived with his grandparents in Southside Jamaica, Queens at the time. He adopted the moniker 50 Cent from a stick-up kid from Fort Greene Project in Brooklyn, whose government was Kelvin Martin. Kelvin was known to rob rappers. He died at the age of 22, gunned down in the projects. 50 Cent was quickly becoming known in Queens as a rapper who wasn't afraid of controversy. Among his supporters in the industry were Jam Master Jay of Run DMC and Chaz Williams from Black Hand Entertainment. 50 had a little notoriety from the Black Gangster soundtrack. One day, Ja Rule had a video shoot for Murder for Life in Jamaica Ave. Preem and Chaz was present. 50 approached Ja for a pound, and Ja brushed him off.
Hey, what's going on, man?
Oh, he said that. That's what made me think. Is that where the beef started with him and Ja Rule, or what?
They say Soulja ain't from the hood. They say Soulja ain't from the
Get
hood.
off me though.
Oh, man, that's like, what's happening?
And this simple incident grew into one of the most infamous beefs in hip-hop history. Another rumor on how the beef started is when 50 Cent friend Lil Troy from Baisley Projects robbed Ja Rule of his chain. Ja Rule saw 50 Cent and Lil Troy in a club in Queens, and after he saw 50 Cent say what's up to Lil Troy, Ja Rule started to act different towards 50. 50 Cent went backstage to say what's up to Ja Rule, and Ja Rule was hesitant to say what's up back, and the beef was on after that. Ja Rule dropped Holla Holla and was on top of the world. Right after that, 50 Cent dropped How to Rob. 50 and Ja were supposed to perform at Atrium in Atlanta. 50 tries to holler at Ja Rule. Ja Rule is holding a baseball bat with 8 other people. 50 didn't like Ja Rule's body language, the way he was talking and waving the bat. So 50 punched Ja, and in the process, snatched his chain. It's rumored, but not confirmed, after 50 punched Ja, he got jumped. This was another slight to Murder Inc. street cred. When 50
Damn.
Cent got back to New York, Supreme approached him about what had happened, and 50 explained the situation to Preem. In order to get Ja Rule's chain back from 50, Preem gave 50 a gold watch. After that, Murder Inc. was on their F50 shit. They tried to blackball him from the industry by any means. Preem and Chaz tried to iron everything out with 50 Cent and Murder Inc. They arranged a meeting.
So basically, Preem and 50 Cent was cool at a point in time. That's new information.
Black Hand. All of Murder Inc. was there with Cream. At the last minute, 50 had a change of heart and decided not to go into the building because of the fact if something went left, he'll be outnumbered. After 50 Cent didn't show up for the meeting, Chaz called him and told him he was on his own. He washed his hands from 50 Cent, and Cream did the same. On March 24, 2000, 50 Cent was attacked by Ja Rule and his Murder Inc. crew at the Hittown Factory, a Midtown Manhattan recording studio on West 54th Street. Murder Inc. went up in the studio, cut the lights off, they jumped 50, and Black Child allegedly stabbed him. 50 ended up getting stitches from the stabbing.
You know what's crazy is they was so scared, they was terrifying me after that Hit Factory.
Yeah.
There always some suckers, B. Let me tell you, the door was super narrow, right? We in the hallway upstairs in Hit Factory, them little rooms they got upstairs.
Yeah.
It's super narrow, right? They
That
came
shit was dumb small
and
room.
closed the door. The door that they was in my jacket is in their room. Look, there's two doors right here, right? My jacket is in this one. The hallway's narrow enough for us to walk through, that's it. They come close this door. They in there, they just let them close the door. My gun is in the jacket in that room. So we gotta go through the scrapping on this side. The boy gets stabbed in the chest.
Yeah.
The DJ, who at this time I ain't got no money, I'm not paying him. How am I supposed to control what he does after that? He's looking at it like it's payday. Oh, they're gonna pay for this.
Yeah.
They feeling like I'm supposed, like I'm doing it.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Like I'm telling them to do that. So you know how the old heads deal with anything. You know what I mean? So that's why I go down when we go down. But the whole situation was bugged out. But they got my fucking pistol in the other room. Sitting there. I'm not gonna go after these niggas done ran down. I can't even get my pistol. I want to shoot a nigga going down the steps.
If that pistol was in that
It would have
room,
been alright if I did that. It would have been self-defense still. Because all that many people came in there, whole different thing.
if that pistol was
I
in
would've
that
changed
room,
everything.
oh my shit.
Better I'd have let the swear me off in there with a bunch of bang, niggas been back. Two niggas been hit by one bullet.
Yeah, but then if that would have happened, this situation right here might not have happened. So you gotta know what I'm saying? Everything has for a reason.
That's true.
Definitely everything happens for a reason.
Now
But when you go and do it, you want it to go the other way.
Cause nigga, fucking in New York, the self-defense laws suck. It's straight just ass. Like I ain't gonna get into it, but 50 Cent should really be a comedian because he funny without even trying.
Hell yeah, because I'm like, what? Then I didn't even go to the hospital. The little scratch I had only was for 3 stitches.
Yeah, you're back.
I didn't go to I went home. And I'm in the radio hearing I went to the hospital. So they had me, I was like, alright. That's when it just
I
was
left with
involved
2
the
scratches.
day after.
You know what I mean?
That's
Right there and right there. 2
His hand.
scratches. That's all bitch ass niggas could do. You know what I mean?
They always make it bigger than it is.
Not long after, 50 released Ghetto Quran. It will be on his newly inked Colombian debut, Power of the Dollar, which Jam Master Jay had helped produce. The song paid tribute to legendary figures of the Supreme Team, including Cream and Prince. Some viewed it as dry snitching, but the song didn't list anyone who was active at the time. Cream initially didn't have a problem with it, but later, when Cream started to get in some legal trouble, is when the song became a problem.
He didn't say nothing, he didn't have a problem with the record. Then he had a problem later when law enforcement started to hold on to the record. And they're not holding the record because of what I said on it. Because they already got a separate homicide that you're sitting in here on. They already got your tapes and the dope that you got caught with in Baltimore. So what they're really holding you to is the fact that I didn't say nothing when I got hit.
Every time Cream and Murder Inc. turned around, 50 Cent was taunting and questioning their gangster.
It's crazy with this whole situation how this kind of still plays out and today, like it's still being spoke on.
He even made the song. Cream and Murder Inc. eventually decided to get rid of 50 Cent, allegedly. On May 24, 2000, 50 Cent and a friend sat in a car outside his grandmother's house on 161st Street in Southside Jamaica, Queens. A gunman rolled up in a vehicle on 50's left side and pumped 9 shots into his body, hitting him in the hand, hip, calf, chest,
Mouth.
and face.
Nigga was like a real sneaky ass nigga, cause he came around the back of the car. Then he like at the door. The nigga started popping. The glass broke and shit. I'm jumping around the back of the motherfucking car and shit, you know what I mean? Cause nigga popping on you. What the fuck you gonna do? It went through the car first, cause if it would've came straight into it would've went through my face. One shit hit me in the thumb, and it came out my pinky. No shit right here, and some shit right here. I tattooed over it. Little shit right there. Now I'm trying to hit back at the nigga. He was so close that as soon as I tried to buck back at the nigga hit my hand. Like, bam, like he buzzed down. Shot, and it came out my pinky. Then it was nothing.
It's rumored that 50 blamed Hamo
Yo, it's-
for the shooting to prove he's not a snitch.
Yo, son is laughing. It don't seem like he take it serious. I don't know.
But a guy by Robert's son Lyons was the actual shooter. In Creams and Murder Inc.'s eyes, 50 got what he deserved. 50 spent 13 days in the hospital after the attempt on his life, and he was dropped from Columbia Records. Cream and Murder Inc. was ecstatic. 50 also suspected Chaz knew about the hit before it happened, because after 50 was shot, Chaz never attempted to contact him. Reportedly, a message from one of Murder Inc.'s pages that was sent shortly after 50 Cent was shot said fuck $50. Gotti also sent a flurry of messages, allegedly within 30
Why does
minutes
keep
of
popping
the
up?
shooting, asking how many times 50 Cent was shot and was he killed.
I got shot the fuck up and shit, right? You know? Yeah, I got shot up and shit. But it's alright. Whenever you get shot, no matter how many times you get shot, as long as your fingers and your toes still fucking move and everything is good, everything is good, nigga. You got the thing, Graham.
Yo,
Start
he
pop,
don't
pop, pop,
take-
popping these shits over the camera. Right, niggas went,
He don't.
nah, I just fuck with you.
Nah, he really don't take nothing serious.
I got shot 9 times.
Yo.
1, 2,
What's that? What's that?
a
That's
whole bunch
like
of leg shots. Nigga was a
That's a-
professional
that's a
leg
nice
shooter. Nigga was
Lexus.
like bang, 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 bang,
drop
bang.
top.
On your legs and shit. You can't kill a nigga like that. And shoot him in the head. Like, I'm not a real religious person, but when your time comes, you go. I believe in faith. You know what I'm saying? So, we all here for a reason. Or then why would we be here? You know what I'm saying? There's babies that are born dead. And you know, so they get to go from straight to heaven. They don't get a chance to sin.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? So, while we here, I mean, figure out what your purpose is.
Even though 50 Cent wasn't killed, Murder Inc. figured he was finished, considering he was lit up like a Christmas tree and dropped from Columbia. 50 Cent, along with his son Marquise, moved to the Poconos after the shooting to get them out of harm's way.
Pennsylvania.
After he healed up, 50 came back to the hood. 50 had different plans after taking 9 bullets. He didn't care about much and was out to kill Preem.
After he got hit, riding around Mac 10 by himself, you know, looking for niggas, looking for Preem, it was real. I seen it with my own 2 eyes. I don't get on here. I don't lie about nothing. I tell the truth.
At the time, if 50 didn't make it in the music business, he was okay with being known as the one who blew Preem's head off. The first song 50 put out after being shot was Fuck You, basically telling Preem, fuck you, and he's down for that daytime action, the same way they did him. In the song, 50 Cent rapped, 50 who shot you think it was Preem, Freeze, or Tata. Shortly after, Ja Rule put out his own song called Guess Who Shot You, where he rapped, your heart ain't cut for the code of the street. You wondering, is it murder who shot me? 3 murders during the late part of 2001 were linked to Preem. On July 16, 2001, E-Money Bags was killed in his Lincoln Navigator, which was parked near White Oak Street and 111 Road in Queens, after a group rolled up on him. Preem's life had been tried 4 times since his 1997 release from prison. For Preem, it was time to call in all bets, and for dudes that crossed them, it would cost them their lives. Karen Claret, a small-time drug dealer and friend of Preem's associate Victor Wright, was the next to go. Karen supposedly helped run Preem's Baltimore operations with Victor Wright and Vashti Taylor. After he was busted in North Carolina on April 5, 2001 for transporting 2 kilos of cocaine, Preem's crew suspected Karen of snitching because of the fact that he fired the New York Guns and Drugs lawyer Preem had hired for him. Fearing the consequences of a snitch in the midst, Preem quickly arranged for him to be dealt with. Investigators learned that Supreme farmed the Claret killing to a Baltimore drug dealer who owed him money for narcotics. Claret and Dwayne Thomas were killed on August 20th, 2021 at Red Run Apartments, 4319 Flint Hill Drive in Owens Mill, Maryland. The killers fucked up though, because the murders were committed in the parking lot across from where Preem maintained his Baltimore stash house. A confidential informant told homicide detectives that Baltimore drug lord Billy Guy owed Preem for drugs and consignment. Preem allegedly told Billy Guy he would forgive him for the death if he took care of Karen Claret. Upon searching the homicide scene, Baltimore detectives recovered various items from Claret's body, including a piece of paper containing the number for Preem's two-way text message pager. From Claret's cell phone, they found the name and number of Vashti Palin, which they traced to 4314 Flint Hill Drive. Following the homicide, Preem was angry because the murders exposed his stash house, where detectives found 731 grams of cocaine, 34 grams of heroin,
They was wild.
a 9mm, and approximately 30 grand in cash. The detectives also found some interesting videotapes. One had Preem stuffing large quantities of cash down his pants, another of E-money bags the night before he was murdered, and various behind-the-scenes videos of the crime partner's production. The search at Red Run Apartments turned out to be a goldmine of evidence, including the 2001 firearms training course certificate that would put Preem back in jail. Another Queens hustler who goes by the name of Big Nose was the third murder victim. He was killed on October 28, 2011, execution style, outside a sports bar called Club Van Wyck on Liberty Ave in South Jamaica, Queens. Big Nose was hit 8 times. He was allegedly killed for killing 2 dudes at a basketball game at Baisley Park Houses, Preem's home turf. Murder Inc. made it very speculative for the feds by releasing a CD called Irv Gotti Present the Murderers, which listed Preem in the credits under murder management. Not a smart move when bodies are dropping. Preem and Murder Inc. became the subject of an intense FBI investigation. In 2001, DEA intercepted a package containing 5 grand in cash wrapped in scented baby wipes, mailed to one of Preem's associates who was under investigation by the IRS for a credit card fraud ring. When the agents seized his two-way pager, they saw a number of texts to and from Preem using the tagline Murder Inc. Murder Inc. was pulling in millions of dollars. The feds insisted that the label's ties to Preem
Didn't that get Irv Gotti in trouble, if I'm not mistaken?
were grounds to suggest that the label was operated with illegal money. Essentially, the feds' attitude was snitch on Preem and we'll leave Murder Inc. alone. But Ja and Irv wasn't going for it. Since Murder Inc. wasn't capitulating to the feds' wishes, they were against him. And the feds were hard at work, trying to establish that Murder Inc. was funded by Preem's drug money. 50 Cent was shot in 2000. He survived and thereafter refused to cooperate with law enforcement regarding the shooting. Messages from Preem and Murder Inc.'s pages allegedly indicated that Preem was involved in an ongoing plot to kill 50 Cent. July 2001, Preem and a friend were arrested when cops stopped their BMW in Harlem and found each man carrying a loaded .40 caliber Glock pistol and more than 12 grand in cash. Preem and his companion were indicted by a Manhattan grand jury on 3 counts of criminal possession of a weapon. Preem was also indicted for resisting arrest and carrying a fake New Jersey driver's license. He pleaded guilty to the top count of gun possession and was freed on $15,000 bail. On October 30th, 2022, Jam Master Jay from
With all the crazy stuff back then, it seemed like it was easy to get bail on a lot of charges. It's not like that now. Like, it's definitely not like that now.
Run DMC was killed in his Queens recording studio. Immediately, the streets, media, and law enforcement floated Preem's name in connection with the murder. The theory that emerged early on,
Especially
that
with
Jam
prior
Master
arrests.
Jay was killed because he helped 50 produce and put out the Guess Who's Back mixtape that featured Ghetto Quran and Fuck You, that name dropped Preem and heightened the investigation around him. The day after Jam Master Jay was shot dead, police offered 50 Cent 24 hours protection, but he rebuffed them. A number of guns and bulletproof vests were found on 50 Cent's entourage though. With all the gun drama, 50 must have thought that he was next in line. Another development that further clouded matters for Preem was his indictment in Baltimore on federal gun charges for a series of visits he made to Glen Burnie, Maryland shooting range, where he took practice with machine guns under a different alias in 2000. Law enforcement said Preem tried to kill 50 Cent and now Jam Master Jay is dead. They didn't see that as a coincidence. With all the federal charges, Preem was officially on the run. On December 28, 2002, the feds arrested Preem. He was at the Lowe's Hotel.
So that's how that whole Jam Master Jay situation happened. I never really looked into that.
In Miami Beach with a female. He had checked in under the name Rick Coleman. The feds extradited him to Baltimore to face the federal gun charge. With the weapons charge pending, the feds essentially kept Preem on ice with big issues hanging in the air, especially with the killing of a prominent figure like Jam Master Jay. They figured it's nice to know where Preem is if they have to go look for him. With Preem locked up, the feds moved on other targets. On the same day, they raided Murder Inc.'s office at 825 8th Ave. They also raided Preem's crime partner's co-producer, Love's, label accountant Cynthia Brent's, Irv and Chris Gotti's homes. The feds were
wasn't
set
playing.
on proving that Murder Inc. and Preem were crime partners. Even though the Fed investigation into Preem and Murder Inc. had been ongoing, Gotti and Murder Inc. suspected that 50 Cent was somehow behind the raid. To Murder Inc., it was no surprise that the raid happened right after 50 Cent was arrested on weapon charges outside the Copacabana, a Manhattan nightclub, on New Year's Eve, 2002. On January 16th, 2 weeks after the raid on Murder Inc., someone rode the elevator to the 11th floor to Violator Records Management, which represented 50 Cent at the time, and fired at least 6 shots. No one was hit, but no one was caught either. Allegedly, Murder Inc. and Supreme were making a statement. Preem pled guilty to the federal gun charge in Baltimore. He was sentenced to 37 months by U.S. District Court Judge Frederick Mont on June 2nd, 2003. The judge said that there was no reason for Preem to be anywhere near a firearm or target practicing. There's no reason he should be keeping up his skills. Preem was eventually sentenced in Manhattan Supreme Court for the 2001 New York State gun charge for back when he got caught riding dirty. District Attorney Anthony Capozzolo called Preem a remorseless criminal and asked that his 5-year sentence run consecutive to his 37-month term. But the plea deal that Preem took bound the judge to sentence him concurrently. Preem was linked to everything from the 50 Cent shooting, Jam Master Jay's murder, and the double homicide of 2
That's
men
wild.
outside the Red Run apartment complex. Also, the surveillance video that the detective found in the Red Run stash apartment that showed E-Money bags driving around the area of 111th Street, where he was later murdered in his Navigator 4 days later. William Courtney, a cop with the NYPD's High Intensity Trafficking Drug Task Force, and a special FBI agent, filed an affidavit stating that the video was without a doubt made in preparation for killing E-Money bags, based on his training and experience, which includes the investigation of numerous homicides. They also had a reliable, cooperating witness that informed agents that Preem admitted to participating in the shooting of E-Money Bags for killing Black Just. While Cream waits for his release date to arrive at FIC Gilmer in the summer of 2005, the feds were busy gathering evidence to prepare their indictment. The feds told the media that Supreme was responsible for multiple homicides and the sales of vast quantities of narcotics in Queens and Baltimore. They said he carried out mafia-style murders while moving multiple kilos of cocaine. They maintained that when he emerged from prison in the mid-90s, he became involved in illegal activity that generated substantial proceeds and started a criminal organization whose members and associates engaged in acts of murder, narcotics trafficking, and money laundering. Essentially, Cream reformed the Supreme team and carried on where Prince left off. On January 26, 2005, Cream and Murder Inc. were charged in the indictment with laundering more than $1 million in drug proceeds through their music label, Murder Inc. The government at one point offered Irv and Chris Gotti 6 months, but they refused. If they were convicted, they could serve a maximum of 20 years. Ultimately, jurors sided with the defense and acquitted them on all charges.
Yo, wow. He's saying, yo, we beat the feds. You never beat nothing. You wasn't involved in nothing. They really washed you up to make sure that they got him so you couldn't help him.
The feds were trying to give Supreme the death penalty. They were constantly adding new allegations in his case. On January 18, 2005, Supreme was charged with E-Money Bags murder. On June 23, 2005, Supreme was charged with Tory Bignell Singleton murder. Ultimately, Supreme was convicted.
Damn, it seemed like they was trying to make sure he never get out. It seemed like they was slapping him with everything that he done did.
For murder for hire for the killing of E-Money Bags and Tory Singleton, and is now doing life in the federal penitentiary.
You know what I'm saying? Like, but it was funny to hear Irv on the radio talk about Preem and saying that he's, you know, want to end it because he got life. You know what I'm saying? He don't want to sit around in the pens. He's ready to die. Don't do that, man. You gonna hang up. He sounds like a weak person. You see what I'm saying? And then Irv should be smart enough not to say that, even if that's what he really is. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
You know, but he sounds like the weak guy I thought he was.
Damn. Well, that's gonna wrap up that video. That's a lot of information I didn't even know. I learned about the whole Jam Master Jay situation. I did see another video, like basically getting insight on who E-Money Bags was. I could see 50 Cent. He definitely don't take nothing serious. It's crazy that he didn't get killed in that situation. Because if he did, we wouldn't have all these good shows, BMF, Power, everything, Raising Cane and everything. He definitely grew to be one of the greats of hip hop and a great businessman straight out of Queens. With that being said, I think this is gonna be my last video. I'm not gonna lie, man. I'm not gonna lie. I think this is gonna be my last video. I overdid it today. But tomorrow, stick around. I'm going crazy. I'm going super crazy tomorrow. Especially after I come back from getting my hair cut. I'm going super crazy tomorrow. With that being said, if you stay to the end of the video, I love you. You know what I'm saying? Stay safe. Love is love. I'm catch y'all in the next video tomorrow.